Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys a trade that I'm in because you guys have been asking for more live trading stuff. I'm sorry, I actually was not I took them on my phone. I didn't have my laptop up just yet. So you guys can see this is actually like the right date and time and all of that stuff. So I watched opening. I kind of saw it in the background on my computer. Sorry, I'm still like waking up. And I saw what happened, and I kind of just like let it do its thing. If you guys don't already know, it opens at 9:30 or so. But I wanted to show you guys this because I was up really late last night, and I don't normally take trades this early, but I did actually take this trade set up here, only because if you were in my call earlier or yesterday, last night, you know that I was looking at this because it was in like a pretty big area of consolidation on a higher time frame. It was like really consolidating. You can see these are my high area, my low area of consolidation that I was kind of like watching between the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So that's kind of what I'm talking about on the 4 hour, so you can get an idea. Like this area in between these two. So basically, it had kind of like trickled down to this little area, and as I had said before, I think on my call last night or with somebody, I said, there was one of two things that would happen. It would either drop past this zone in this area, this here, and you can see it hits again like it did last night. I said it would either drop there or it would reject off of that, get the momentum it needed to push up out of this area. And that's exactly what it did do. So I was kind of watching it because I had four scalps last night, four little tiny scalps that I took from pretty high up here on this zone that I knew would probably have to push down a little bit because it failed to push through this one. So basically what I did was took those four little scalps last night. If you were on my call, I told you I took those little trades. And then literally right before I was about to go to sleep, I was just making sure that everything got hit or whatever, did something. And I happened to see this setup that you guys are seeing on the 15-minute. And, I just was like, you know what? I think that's a pretty decent trade because I knew that my stochastic looked good for the cross. My LMI was changing. And I had seen a pretty strong rejection off here in this area, which was the zone here. So I said, all right, figured it was just kind of consolidating in this area, which is fine because it was actually Asian session going into London. But this was like 3:45, and I figured if nothing else, I would just sit in consolidation till the morning. But I figured it may, like the way the markets like to do things, is one of two things. They would either spike further down to this level or maybe a little lower to try and get their take profits that are sitting there for people who are buying, get that money and then push back up. Or it would do the vice versa. It would kind of push up here where most people's stop losses probably are sitting right above this zone here, and who are waiting for the sell, grab those stop losses and then try to come back in. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I just took that and I targeted, you guys can see it was actually like a 2-to-1 because of spreads and stuff like that. So that's just like kind of how that looked. So I let that go. I kind of targeted the last highest high too, as far as like my take profit area. You can see here. And I knew I wanted to be just under this zone, just in case it didn't make it all the way up, which is why I went with this little area over here as my take profit area. And so I did that. As you can see, it did bust up through that area of resistance that I've been wondering whether it would go up through. But since this was opening candle, that this is right before opening. This was opening candle. These guys here, sorry. This was opening candle, and this one was opening candle. I never really trust them, so I kind of want to see what happens here before I make any decisions. But ideally, what would happen is that if you miss this move, not a big deal. A lot of you ask, well, what do I do if I miss the morning move? I always miss the morning move. So it comes up like you can see here. Ideally, it will come back down into this area, test this zone again, and maybe dip a little further just because there was a lot of momentum in there in that move. Maybe dip down a little more, which is fine. And then hopefully it would get enough momentum to keep going back up. This would look like this down here on your stochastic. If that happens, the stochastic will come down with it and then sort of start to turn to cross up. So it would look something like that. And then, you know, like this. And you would get this cross around that time. And your LMI would then also be a little bit closer back to your white line and be looking green still. If you see this, would be your entry. So it doesn't need to be like open or whatever. This would be when I would be interested in entering again. So I'll mark it as if pretend this happens. Sorry for my terrible drawing, as always, not an artist. But you guys get the idea here. If it looks something like this would be where you would enter. This like imaginary market situation I just made up. The reason I would do it here is, one, obviously your indicators make sense, but two, you would be rejecting, you'd be down, you would have retested and rejecting off of, if a candle prints here, rejecting off of this resistance, which would be then forming like a new support for you. So this is my version of candles. I'm sorry, but you guys get the idea. You would be entering in like on your candle. Say you get some candles like down in here, and you know, basically then they kind of start to shoot up. So that would be the idea. You're kind of basically you're buying in on the pullback or buying in on like a little dip there and then letting it ride up. And then same thing you would do, target your I would target a little bit into this zone for sure, but depending on how your candles look, guys, the risk management would be up to you. I don't know yet because I haven't seen them print. They don't exist. But depending on what this pullback looks like, you guys would need to figure out your risk management. But that's ideally the plan today, so we'll see what ends up happening. And like I said, so this trade's over with, and now I'm just waiting for this situation for the stochastic to come down for me, basically, for it to come enough down to test this new support zone and like form a new support zone and reject off of it. So, all right. That is all, guys. I will check back in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I'm just checking in with you guys. You can see the time on my screen. It's 2 o'clock now in the afternoon. And I'm still in these trades. It's just been like not doing much. Same thing as what you had seen earlier. The market pushed up. It did come back and fall down, like I said, where this terrible drawing I drew that I left on here, just so you guys can kind of see. That's what I was predicting it would do. Kind of come down, retest this level here, this line, which was the previous high prior, like over to this way. It's a pretty big area of support that was like resistance for down here, but support that is now forming for here. So, you know, I figured it would do that. So I was just waiting, like you heard me say in the previous like morning recording, I was waiting for it to do this, where it would fall down, kind of get ready to come up. I did get in a little sooner. I did actually think it was here. I thought maybe on the 15 minutes. So I think that's what you guys saw on one of them. I thought maybe here that was it, but not a big deal. I mean, if you did take it, you got a little tiny push, but obviously it didn't really go all the way up yet, so not a big deal. Like I said, I'm kind of holding this. This is more of like a bigger trade for me. I've been looking at this on higher time frames too. I will show you the pictures of that, why I'm taking it. But basically, it looks like it's forming kind of like a double bottom here, and I'm hoping that it will just come back up. Like I said, come down, push back one more time, reject, then go back up. It is getting later in the day, though, so that may not be today that it does not move. But I am in right now a total of actually 6 trades that I have running at 0.25. I have some of them running at this candle that you saw earlier that I marked. So I did have a little bit of like a drawdown here, which is fine. I was expecting it to come to this zone. So I actually have my stop loss at the bottom here, which is kind of a hefty stop loss. But that is where my stop loss is placed. For me, for the lot sizes I have, it is about $500 for each of my trades. So if it hits that, I would be losing. And I do have 4 of those that I took on this candle here. So potentially could be losing up to 2,000. And then I just entered in another 2 more trades based off of the LMI and the stochastic cross that you guys can see happening down here now. So like I said, I'm hoping it just kind of does this little bounce here, kind of a little push up, try to retest again, bounce back, reject, gets enough force and momentum to break back up and then continue back up. So I'm assuming this is just, this little push down is just a reaction to this huge push up. So anyway, that's it. So we will see. But let me mark this just so you guys know that I did enter into 2 more trades. Like I said, I will try to actually, and these trades, FYI, stop loss, same thing, still here. And I am targeting the high up here. So I'm well within my risk to reward, just so you guys know. I feel like that's also something I didn't tell you. So just know that I have a trade running at this level, and my stop loss is here in this zone, and my take profit for this is actually targeting to go above this high. So as you can see, that's actually more than 1 to 2 risk to reward. And what I'll probably do is close out my trades when they get there. Like, they're set to close out there, but I have one that I will just leave open and let it ride, or maybe 2. I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you guys know what happens with that when it gets to that point, because right now it's not really doing much, just kind of bouncing around. So just checking in with you guys so you can kind of get an idea of what that's looking like in those trades. So total of 6 trades running. I have 4 of them here in this area. Stop loss is down here. Take profits for those are planned to be up here. Then I entered another 2 trades here just now because I saw that other confirmation. Like I said, on LMI and stochastic saying I can buy. It also was doing it on other time frames, which I will show you quickly. I was looking at this on my phone, but oh, what a hot mess of my drawings, sorry. But like you can see, you have your LMI is green here, and the crossover is here. So that was something I saw in the 5 minutes. So at the time, this is actually a couple minutes later, but you can see I saw it here on this candle. So I got in there. The 15-minute is telling me I'm good. We saw that. The 1 hour is also still saying green, which is fine. And if I move this, you can see it is looking like it's thinking about it. It still might take a little time for the 1 hour to catch up, which is fine. It takes, smaller time frames will do their moves before the 1 hour will. But it is saying I'm good, and I will show you what the 4 hour looks like. And it is still green on the 4 hour to buy. So, and stochastic too is still going like in the way we want, and everything looks still good here. So still in the buys for this one. And that's it. So just kind of showing you guys what it is. This is my old one here. I just left it here for you guys just to see. But I'm going to get rid of it now, just so I'm not confusing people as I enter in more and more trades. But that is what's happening now, like I said. So we will see. And I will mark this on here. I feel like this, you guys like to see this. I don't. This actually throws me off a lot. But I feel like just so you guys kind of have an idea of what I'm targeting. So that was like my stop loss area, and this is where I am looking to go, like I said, for 4 of them. Potentially we'll leave 2 of them to run even longer if it gets up to that area. But that's it. So I'm still just hanging around. And this is what I do. So on days where it's not moving much and maybe my setup, like I'm not super scalping, this is how it works. I just kind of set them and just go about my day. I do not sit in front of the computer. Like you can see, I'm coming back to my computer to film this for you. And I'm really, like, I will occasionally open my phone and glance. But honestly, it's better for you guys to just kind of like set them and forget them so you don't panic and get freaked out or whatever. The market is still kind of doing its whole big thing. It constantly does this. Like, it just consolidates, doesn't move, consolidates. You will drive yourself crazy watching your trades, especially a long one like this. So like, live your life. That's the whole point in learning how to trade, is to like go about, do what you need to do, live your life, so you're not like being stuck staring at a computer all day long. So yeah, so anyway, that's it. So yeah, I just checked in. Like, I'll just peek every now and then at my charts, see what I see. Like I said, I happened to be on my phone when I entered those last 2 trades, so sorry. But I will screenshot them somehow, like I said, and either insert them here to show you the entries, or I will like somehow put them after I post this recording, and you guys can see like all the entries that are lining up. Just remember though, my broker is slightly off when it comes to points because of spreads and things like that, and the timing is totally off. But you guys will see, like, as far like if you're looking at the time on my broker versus TradingView, it's not going to all line up. Just look for the general area that I'm telling you that I'm in on the trades. Like, if you see the number and it's pretty close, that's the entry for me. Or, the same thing with stop losses and take profits. If you see they get hit, like the general area of those numbers, just because my broker and everything's not exactly the same. All right, my microwave is yelling at me. That is what is beeping. So I'm going to end this, and I will check back in with you guys in a little bit and let you know what happened. So right now what you're seeing is just a screenshot from my phone. Sorry, I was actually away from my computer, and I didn't have it up to be able to show you guys what I was closing out, but I did have everything on my phone. So as you can see here, this is 6 o'clock at night, and the market did gap up. So I got the alert on my phone for Asian session saying it gapped up. I believe I had an alert for actually one of my crossings or something, but nonetheless, I was super close to my take profit area. So as you can see, I actually closed out 2 trades prior to showing you guys. I'm sorry, I forgot that I was recording. I'm just kind of not used to that. So I actually just closed out 2 of them, but you will see them at the end. And then I remembered I had to record for you guys. So you'll watch me close out the other 4 on here. I did not decide to hold them. It did push up a little bit more later on, but honestly, this is a long day holding these trades, and I had made 19K, so of course it was closing. Wasn't going to keep holding them. So as you see, I'm closing them out now. This is the 4 that you'll actually see, but there was 6 total, which I will screenshot, I believe, at the very end here. So that is it, guys. That is how I day trade.